Hey everyone, and welcome to the Inside Guide podcast. This show is all about exploring yourself. My name is Marion, and I am an inner tour guide. What I mean by that is that I help you to reconnect to you so that you can take real actions to feel happier and create your dream life. Subscribe to the show on any platform to not miss any episodes. And if you like it, the best way to support the podcast is to rate it 5 stars on iTunes. It allows others to discover it more easily. Hello everyone, and welcome to this 5th episode where I am once again so happy to be with you. Today we're talking about the 4 steps to build a strong inner foundation for your life. So, have you ever thought about whether you have a strong inner foundation that support your life choices? And what I mean by foundation is an inner base structure that guides you live your life with more purpose and clarity. So let me tell you a little story before we begin. A few years ago, I was in Colombia traveling, and I've done a really powerful shamanic ceremony. And afterwards, I went to talk to the shaman about my experience because it had been a bit hard. And he told me, Marion, some people own a very beautiful and powerful car. That car is automatic. The gears are moving passively and they don't have the control on anything. They're just sitting passively in their car. You, on the opposite, you are driving a manual car. You are the one who's moving the gears and you are in control of your life. So when you have a strong inner foundation, you take back control over your life. And even if you already have a sturdy one, it's always good to strengthen it because, as you may know, our strengths are always tested by the pressure of the world. So if you build your base on the sand, your castle won't last. But if you build your base on cement, your castle will last for a very long time. So imagine your foundation at the very core of your being. They keep you grounded and remind you what you're doing, where you're going, and why you're doing it. I have personally worked a lot on my grounding and inner foundation, and I like to use the metaphor of a tree. You need strong roots because if a strong wind come, your branches might break, but your roots will keep you planted and strong. They will keep you here, strong in your life, strong in your decisions. So let's begin, guys, with the 4 steps to build a strong inner foundation for your life. Now that you know why it's important to do it, let's dive into the nitty gritty. So the first step, and if you have listened the previous episodes, you might come and wait for me to say it, but seriously, that's true. That's the first and the most important step. It is your mind, the quality of your thoughts. And what I want to say about this is that in order for you to have a strong inner foundation, you need a growth mindset. Mindset is everything for that. And a growth mindset will get you through even the roughest of time. It's a mindset that supports the change and improvement you want to create in life. You also need to be able to realize the sentences you repeat to yourself. I've talked about it during the 4 last episode, all the episodes before that one. So go and listen to them if you haven't done it yet. They are seriously, to me, the base of any personal growth journey. I think they are very interesting. I give you a lot of value. So go for it, listen to them, and come back to that one afterwards. So yeah, what is the quality of your thoughts? Do they serve you, or on the opposite, do you think that they kind of hold you back sometimes from evolving in life? So when you cultivate a growth mindset, you realize that you can learn anything. That if you are frustrated, it's okay, you persevere. If you fail, you know that you can learn from it. And if you succeed, you know that it inspires others. So it's very important to cultivate a growth mindset, to build a strong inner foundation with yourself. To me, it's the base, it's the first step. You need to understand what is the quality of your thoughts and what thoughts do you need to believe about yourself to create your dream life. The second step is your values. It is very important. Core values are the fundamental beliefs of a person or organization. It helps you to determine if you are on the right path and fulfilling your goals. They guide you on your life's choices. So today I want to ask you, what are your three core values? Personally, this is something that is really important to me. I always take time to determine what are my core values when I create a new project, when I want to do a change in my life. For example, I have my three personal values, which are freedom, love, and sharing. I also had to work on my three business values, which are authenticity, trust, and independence. All these values helps me to take choices, and this is how I can feel that I'm aligned. When you hear people saying like, oh, do you feel in alignment, are you aligned? Personally, this is how I see it, how I see that I'm aligned, that I feel in alignment. It is when I align my actions to my values. For example, if I align my actions with my personal values, which are freedom, love, and sharing, then I will feel more fulfilled and I will feel more happy because I will guide my actions towards these values, which are very important to me. And it also helps to strengthen my self esteem. But I need to determine them. I need to know them, because if I don't know them, I just, just do some actions, try some stuff, and it just doesn't work. I don't feel like I'm aligned. It's hard. I don't have any other words for that. And if you do, please let me know. And just to be clear, when I say that you feel aligned, is that you are aligned with yourself. So, what are your three core values? What do you want to live and how do you want to feel? These questions can help you to answer what are your core values, because sometimes it can be a bit hard, it can be a bit overwhelmed, like, oh, I don't know, there's a lot of them. So yeah, what do you want to live and how do you want to feel? And when I say what do you want to live, I'm talking about what kind of experience do you want to have in your life? What kind of situations do you want to meet? What kind of people do you want to have around you? So this was the second step. Now let's talk about the third step, to build a strong inner foundation with yourself. And this third step is your why. So, I want to tell you something that Shakespeare said and that I think is very inspiring. He said, the meaning of life is to find your gifts. When you have a purpose, you do your best work and you find your deepest strength. That's when the desire for something can transcend the desire for safety. Let me read you an extract of my free workbook, What's My Life Purpose? When you live a life without meaning or purpose, it's like being on a river, on a raft, and having no paddle to direct yourself. Sometimes the river is slow and gentle, and everything is easy. You might even think, I don't need paddle. However, sometimes the river is violent, brutal, and because you have no paddle, you hit rocks and hurt yourself. When you have a purpose or a meaning in your life, it allows you to become the captain of your raft and direct it depending on your values and needs. It allows you to control your life and regulate where you're going. It allows you to control your personal growth. So when you know your why, it gives you an intention. It gives an intention to your decisions and action, and it's very important. And if you are interested into my free workbook, the extract that I just gave you, you can download it following the links that I will put in the description. So the third step is for you to determine why you doing things. Why do you want these values? Why do you want to cultivate these thoughts? Why do you want to have these kinds of people in your life? It's really important. And let me give you an example. Let's say that someone wants more money. Let's say that you want more money, all right? And so, if I ask you, why do you want more money? You could answer, well, I want more money because I want to live in comfort. I want to have the financial security. I want to be able to do all the gifts that I want to my friends and family. I want to give to charity, etc. And maybe someone else would answer, I want to have more money because I want to prove my parents that I am not useless. Can you see the difference between those two intentions? So it's very important to determine your intentions and your why. And seriously, I've done it for lots of things in my life, including money. And seriously, I came up with ideas that I never thought that I would have. I don't know how to say it. Like it came to me, and obviously it was, somewhere in my mind, really deep in my mind, but I never thought of it, and it feels good to know your why, and it actually lines up your action. It's a bit like your values. When you align your values, your thoughts, and your why, this is how you can find alignment within yourself. So we said that the first step was your mind, the quality of your thoughts. Then we had your values. What are your values in life in general, in your relationship, into your work? Then we had the first step that was your why, your intentions. And the fourth one is your how. How can you nurture a growth mindset? How can you respect your core values? What do you need to do to respect your core values? How can you remember your why? What are the thoughts, activities, situations, and people that you need to do and be surrounded with in order to align all those steps and create a very strong inner foundation with yourself and for your life. So let me give you 3 clues. The first one is self-reflection. Self-reflection is central to personal development, and it helps you to build a strong bond to yourself so that you can trust yourself enough and rely on yourself enough. Understand your limiting beliefs, understand your boundaries, and understand your needs. So less action and more reflection. The second one is keep your inner space clear. Face your fears, my friend, and all the stuffs in your life that doesn't make you feel good, including people. And I say that because it's so important to surround yourself with people that lift you up, that helps you, and that support the change, the life that you want to create. I personally had to stop seeing some people because at some point they were not ready to let myself creating the life that I want. There's a lot of people, unfortunately, that when you want to elevate yourself and when you want to improve your life, improve yourself, it kind of like give themselves an image back if they're not aware to do it. And some of them might try to unconsciously stop you. So face all your fears and face even all the people that surround you. And the last clue is consistency. Consistency is the key to any success. It leads you to habits. Habits form actions that we take every day, and actions leads to success. As Anthony Robbins said once, it's not what we do once in a while that shapes our lives. It's what we do consistently. Thank you so much for listening. If you want to go deeper, I invite you to download my free workbook, What's My Life Purpose, that you can find in the description. It's a complete guide that takes you step by step on your journey to self-discovery. Take care and see you soon.